Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. Hey, this is Shane, and I wanted to touch back on ZIM, the integrated shipping company that I spoke about earlier this week. If you caught that video, it was my stock pick of the day a few days back earlier in the week. I'll link the link to that video in the comment section down below whenever I drop my comment down there. So maybe check that out if you haven't. But I wanted to go a little bit deeper into why I bought ZIM. This is correct. I dropped 165,851 on my, I'm going to call it my ZIM play. It's outside of my regular portfolio. I do a little bit of stocks that I buy outside of my regular portfolio. And I typically don't cover what I'm doing outside of my dividend growth portfolio on this channel, but this is a dividend paying stock, so I'm going to cover it because it does maybe one you want to pick up and watch and see if it's something that you're interested in. Obviously do your own research because they do pay a dividend. The way they pay it out is kind of unique. They pay out 40 to 50% of their profits in a special dividend around this time. They're going to pay out April 4th. Their ex-dividend date has already passed, so you've missed that one. They do pay out one quarterly as well. That's $2. I think it's $2.50 now. So that one would pay out in the next quarter or towards the end of the year for that one. But the special dividend will pay out again next year this time. So let's get right in and look at why I bought ZIM. So as you can see here, I did a discounted cash flow model to look at ZIM, and I actually utilized Yahoo Finance is where I picked up the information for their free cash flow. So you take their free cash flow for 2008, I plugged it in, 202 million, 354 million, 838 million, and then it was actually for 2021 shot way up to 4.9 billion, not just 1 billion, but I went low and kind of made it in line with their regular growth over these years and dropped it to 1 billion. Okay, so I dropped it to 1 billion. I gave it a perpetual growth of 0.5. Its WACC, according to Guru Focus, is actually 7.8. So I went higher than that and went 8 for its WACC. Its market cap is 10.1. Whenever I did this was 10.1 billion, and it has 205 million shares outstanding. Its actual stock price whenever I did this was $86, and it calculated a stock price fair value now based on these numbers. And again, this number is $3.9 billion lower than what it should be. Gave me $104.70, $94.23 would be a 10% discount, and $89 would be a 15% discount. Well, guys, I picked it up at $88.32 on March the 21st. Put in two purchases, one $164, 283.84 cents at $88.32, and then I bought $1,567.75 at $87.10. And I actually wish I'd have watched throughout the day because this did drop that day down to 85. So I could have got it as low as 85 that day, but that was much lower than the $89, which was 15% discounted above, with a fair value of 104. So to me, I'm still undervalued. Now the stock has dropped down. I think it's right around $69 per share now. So let's take a look at what does that look like. So here you'll see my purchase, $88.31, got $165,851.59, and I am down $37,396.39. On Friday alone, down $6,497.88. I picked up 1,878 shares. Here it's going to pay out that $17 dividend. Ex-dividend date was 3/22, and the payout will be April 4th. So on that April 4th, it'll be 17 times 1878. Now, this is an Israeli company, so it's not going to be the full 17. It'll be 25% of that will stay with Israel for taxes. Now, there's a form you can file. I've been on ZIM's website. You can download the forms, fill them out, send them in, and you'll get that tax back. Obviously, Uncle Sam's going to tax you on anything that any profit you make anyway, but at least you won't have to pay the double taxes. You'll get that tax back, and then you just have to pay the taxes on it here in America. So I'm going to get the dividend payout on April 4th of $1,878. And I actually believe it's going to go back to this 88.31 or even higher. I'm holding, personally, I'm going to hold till it hits my fair value of at least $104. That's where I'm holding. Now I'm going to have to pull out a little bit of money because that $165,000 was partly set aside. I've got to pay a significant amount in taxes this year. So some of that's going to have to come out to pay my taxes, but that's not till May. So I'm going to hold everything in there till at least through the end of April in this April 4th date. So guys, this is a little deeper dive into what I'm doing with ZIM. May not be one that you wanna jump into, but like I said, it is down around $69, so it's significantly lower than what I thought was a good entry point at $88. So maybe you want to keep an eye on. They are growing exponentially. We still have the same shipping issues that we had last year. We're going to continue to have those shipping issues as long as there's COVID and until they shake out what's going on at the ports. And this war has also impacted. You're going to have to shift a lot of things around. Stuff that was coming from Russia is not going to be coming from Russia, so those ships are going to be rerouted, and other ships are going to have to pick up goods to offset those losses in countries like Europe, Africa. There will be different shipping routes will need to be taken, and goods taken from other countries that typically would not be taken to offset those losses if all these countries are like we are in America, boycotting Russian oil, Russian natural gas. You've already heard America talking about we're going to start shipping them natural gas. So shipping costs I don't see coming down. Gas prices, even with gas prices going up, that doesn't impact them as much as it would if you were over road shipping. Obviously the cheapest way to ship is over the water. That's why we do it. That's why we don't fly stuff over as much as we ship stuff by water. Guys, I don't know if you know, but all these pictures that I share are from my backyard. So here's one from the other day. You see the rainbow was actually a double rainbow. I don't know if you can see that up in the upper left-hand corner here. Let me highlight that. Highlight that right there. It was actually a double rainbow, but was a little stormy just coming out of the. So I thought I'd take a shot and share with you guys that. And as always, appreciate you stopping by. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit the thumbs up, ring the notification bell, and subscribe to the channel. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think. What do you think of ZIM? Are you guys investing in ZIM? Are you watching it? Do you think it's fairly valued, undervalued, overvalued? Did I make a huge mistake? It's possible. I could have lost $37,000. I think the dividends, whenever I did the math, are around $30,000. So I think worst case, I'll break even. But like I said, my discounted cash flow analysis was very conservative, and I came up with $104 fair value. So to me, it is still well undervalued. Whenever I plugged in the 4.9 billion, it actually had me at like $256 for the company, which I just thought was too high. But I appreciate it, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. What do you think about ZIM? What do you think about this video? This is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, we'll see you next time, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I am only sharing my opinion and investing journey for educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk. You can lose money and should never invest any amount you are not comfortable losing. Always do your own research and invest based on your situation, circumstances, and selected criteria, or seek the advice and counsel of a certified financial advisor.